Next passage, who wants to read? Okay, Ashan, go ahead.
In 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev launched an ill-fated anti-local campaign in the then Soviet Union. The anti-local campaign had some beneficial public health consequences, crimes fell, and life expectancy rose. But the campaign was a political and economic disaster. Gorbachev forgot that the addiction of the state to the alcohol revenue was even more incurable than the addiction of some citizens to alcohol itself. The budgetary losses created an economic crisis. Historians suspect that more than the loss of the Soviet Empire, it was this campaign that delegitimized the Gorbachev and old Soviet joke went like this: a disaffected and angry citizen, fed up of standing in the lines for vodka, decided to go assassinate Gorbachev. He soon came back and ruefully reported that the lines of assassination of Gorbachev were even longer than the lines of for vodka. As the lockdown eased in India and social distancing went for the toss to add the alcohol outlets, we were reminded of how difficult an issue alcohol is to rationally discuss in India. The stampede was caused by the ineptness with which the opening was handled in most cities. Alcohol has also migrated from being a question of personal progressivism in India. It is also a window on how liberalism has been misunderstood. Liberals should rightly be suspicious of prohibition on the moral and practical grounds. Government grossly exceeds in its legitimate power when it interferes with the rights of the individual to lead their lives as they please and fashion their sleeves after their own ideals, interests, and preferences, and certainly moralism or puritanism on the alcohol cannot be the basis of the state policy. That moralism has no basis and its violates the dignity and the freedom of individual.
Okay, good. Anyone wants to explain what's the meaning of this passage? Okay, Shantanu, go ahead.
So passage starts talks about the 1985 Soviet Union era when Michael Gorbachev he launched an anti-alcohol campaign, and which was in the beginning it seemed kind of successful, but later he realized that there were several economic issues rising with this ban on alcohol, and he eventually got assassination threats or got assassinated. And then the author has compared this. He has basically made an analogy with the lockdown when the shops were open and there were long lines in the shops, and people basically forgot that coronavirus exists, and they were so addicted to alcohol. And this is when the author has stated that the government should exceed its legitimate power, and that there should be a moralism basis and involved with consumption of alcohol.
Yeah, good. Okay. Now, over here, they have compared Soviet era prohibition to modern day, prohibition sort of born out of pandemic, not for any other reason. Okay. And India almost became a prohibition, nation when Mahatma Gandhi was around. He said like there will be absolute prohibition in India. Okay. And now still you have prohibition in Gujarat, which is his home state, and based on that you also have prohibition in Bihar and some other places. Okay, and prohibition was actually attempted couple of times in India also. If you read your history, it was attempted couple of times in India, it was implemented. Okay, but the author is taking the view that prohibition is against freedom of speech and expression and other kind of fundamental rights, right? Because Indian, like human beings, like or other Indians, I would say, at least in this author's view, are not like children, right? Of course, below 18, if you all are below 18, you all should not be drinking. Obviously, you should not be giving a child any kind of harmful substance, because alcohol ultimately is harmful, it can kill you, right? But If it's a grown-up adult who can make their own choices, they should be allowed to drink alcohol if they want to, right? You can't sit and monitor everybody. The government is not supposed to play the role of moral guardian or parent of the citizens. Okay. Now, obviously, when you impose prohibition, people are not going to be happy about it, right? So there was a joke which said that, the line for killing the person who has caused prohibition is longer than the line for the alcohol itself. Okay. So it is true that in some cases this kind of measures help, they are necessary. For example, during pandemic you can't open the alcohol shops, right? But then you can't open any shops. It's not specifically with regard to prohibition. Okay. But in other cases, when you see that, in a but like for example in Bihar, the reason that was given for prohibition was that, in rural parts of Bihar, there are a lot of people who are not very well educated, and they don't they don't understand like gender equality and things. So the men would spend all the little bit of money that was there in the house for buying alcohol, instead of buying like, household supplies and, stuff for running the house. And then after getting drunk, they would beat up the wives, they would beat up the children, things like that. Okay. So this was the reason why prohibition was imposed in Bihar, to prevent crime rate, because young people would drink and then go on the roads and, commit all sorts of petty crimes, thefts, robberies, dacoities, sometimes rape also, right? Things like this. So in order to prevent this kind of rising crime and domestic abuse, prohibition was imposed. Okay. So this is basically what the kind of passage is talking about. On one hand, it is relating, prohibition to, some sort of like necessity in certain cases, some kind of addiction in certain other cases, and then in third kind of cases, even like something to do with morality. Okay. So that is basically what the passage is trying to talk about. All right. Now, moving on to the questions. First one. Okay, Shantanu.
So the author has clearly compared Soviet Union era with the current day India. So it's B analogy.
Very, very simply analogy, they are comparing Soviet Union to India. 85 Soviet Union to India. Mikhail Gorbachev, he introduced some policies. Do you know those policies? No, it's very, very simple. Come on, we studied this in our school. I remember this from school only. Glasnost. Have you heard of it? Glasnost. Or they're not teaching this anymore, or you all are not paying attention? Because I remember this from class 10. Glasnost, Perestroika. Perestroika. No, nothing, no clue. Please read up on these. They're very, very interesting concepts. Okay. Um, anyway, 112. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, let's give Sejal a chance. Go ahead.
So in 112, the answer is option D, because when we go to the option A, it says that state must not interfere at all with the individual's right to drink, which is not at all there in the paragraph, as it is due to the lockdown, and previously it was due to the ban on the drink. So it doesn't talk about this option A. And B is
In fact,
liberalism.
it says the opposite. It says, state must not interfere at all with the individual right to drink. First of all, the moment you say the word at all, the answer is wrong. Usually. Okay.
Yes.
Like absolute terms, that you say always, never, at all, completely. These are usually the wrong answer. Okay.
So then it is liberalism has always been misunderstood, and liberalism is means accepting others' opinion, which is not there in the paragraph. Like it's nothing talking about that they're not respecting others' opinion or anything. And option C is it is very difficult to discuss any issue relating to personal freedom of individuals with rationality in India. This is also not there. So the
There's
option,
nothing like this that
yeah,
people in India are not rational.
freedom. Yeah, it's not talking about personal freedom at all.
So it's option D. Good. Well done. Next. 113. Anyone else as well? Otherwise, we'll give to Shantanu. I think rest of you all should participate little more. Like it's fine if only one person is answering totally, because you will now take it for granted that okay, I will ask question and that person will answer. So it will be a nice dialogue, okay, and you all will sit and watch. Should not be like that, right? Somebody was mentioning Birbal, so it's like Akbar Birbal. We will watch one person asking, another person answering, and we will sit and watch the show, right? Not the correct attitude. Actually, you can do it right now, but it won't help you in your exam. That's why I'm saying. Like I mean, I couldn't care less, right? What you do, but of course, I do care about your result, and you will not get a result if you play this kind of fool over here. Okay, yeah, Ananya, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, so as you mentioned, the case of Bihar, so it automatically weakens it. Like in Bihar, a prohibition was announced to prevent all these atrocities from taking place. Already removes it, and B, freedom divorce from moderation. Also, it's kind of analogous to the freedom to drink alcohol and consume alcohol.
Okay, you are not completely audible actually.
Even consuming alcohol is upon the person to drink.
Okay, yeah. I think you're not completely audible, but we have gotten your point basically. Basically, yes, that's fundamentally the point that, like we discussed about Bihar, similarly, there are some, reasons which would weaken the argument that there should not be any kind of prohibition or something. Of course, if there's something called freedom or fundamental rights, there's also something called reasonable restrictions, right? Similarly, freedom should not be divorced from moderation. So if you have the freedom, you should use it properly. Otherwise, you can't have that freedom. Okay. And then it says that states should not interfere in matters of sexuality, intimacy. They're using it as an example for saying, like, private matters. Like how much I drink is my private matter. Okay. But norms of freedom will not survive if expression of sexuality are consistently degrading or violent. Similarly, like what we saw in the boys locker room in the previous question, which was then some other paragraph. Similarly, they have given the example over here, and they have said, like, if these kind of sexual freedoms are being misused, then they need to be curtailed. Okay, same thing. Now next, 114. Okay, Sejal, go ahead.
So 114, the answer is option B, that moralism should be based on justified ideals. When we go to option 8, it says liberals should not be concerned about prohibition on alcohol at all. So it is extreme answer. We cannot go with this. Option C says moralism must not be basis of any state action. So the word should and must. The word must means zarur. If we go in Hindi, like moralism, matlab, again
Yeah,
it goes
and
with
also that they say that moralism sometimes it can be right, like in the previous question we saw, like
yes, sir.
when morality relates with like sexual violence, if somebody is committing rape in the name of like freedom of sexuality or expression, that has to be curbed, right?
Yes, and like the question is like which is true in with connection to the passage. So moralism should be, it gives a suggestion like we can do this, like ye karna chahiye. So moralism should be based on justified ideals. So it's like a suggestion.
Correct. Okay, good. And now
So I have a question.
yeah,
So in this question, why not answer will be C? Because in the passage it is
but it is C, na? It
it
is
is
C. C is the answer, but so are A and B. What's wrong with A and B? Why not A and B?
because C is given in a passage at
But
moralism.
why not A and B? I'm asking you, because answers all of the above. So they are saying C is correct, A and B are also correct. So nobody's arguing with you that C is correct.
Okay,
But
sir.
what's your problem with A and B? Do you feel that A and B are wrong, or you just didn't read the question or the answer correctly? Because the answer is D, all of the above.
So I didn't read actually.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You did not read, it's all of the above. You thought, why is it D? Why is it not C? This
Yes,
is the
sir.
kind of things that have raised objections in the consortium, actually. Right?
Yes.
I swear I agree with Faizan Mustafa at this point. Like if you all were charged 1,000 rupees for every objection, na, you would not be raising objections like this. Why is it not C? It is C. It's written over there. C is correct. So is A and so is B. It's D, all of the above. Okay. So that's the correct answer. You are right. C is correct. No problem. Okay. Now coming to the last question. Okay, Shantanu, go ahead.
So A, as you see, ban on alcohol shops is a pretty extreme step, and 2, 3, and 4 are being implemented in some parts of the area, and they can be used to regulate the alcohol use in India. That's why answer option C is correct.
Correct. And the author is never saying that, oh, you should ban them. That's not a solution. Just banning them. In fact, he has constantly said that prohibition goes against human freedoms, right? So he is not advocating a complete ban on all alcohol shops. He is saying that things should be used in moderation and people should learn how to use things properly. Like even to children, you say, no, like you can have a toy, but you should learn how to play with it properly. If you break it, then you will not get a toy, right? So children are taught how to smell a flower without plucking the flower, right? It's as simple as that. If you're going to drink, drink, but don't go and commit rape after that. It's not very difficult to understand, right? So therefore, there's no need for an absolute ban on all alcohol shops. There are people who know how to drink properly also. So why should those people suffer because of the behavior of some idiots? Rather, you should govern the behavior of those idiots rather than the behavior of people who are totally well-mannered members of society. Okay.